Here's the sword build for this video all finished up. This is what I started with. 80 CRV2 steel, 3/16 thick by 1.5 inches from New Jersey Steel Baron. This steel's supposed to be a lot tougher, made for like big blades and swords and stuff. Here I'm just profiling the blade. I got this brand new, well it's not brand new, new to me, drill press from off of Craigslist for 120 bucks, full size, from the floor. It's like 6 foot tall. I think it's like a 1 horsepower motor. I can drill 1/2 inch holes all day long now. My other drill press wouldn't even drill a 1/2 inch hole. Here I'm grinding the clip on the back of the blade. I think it's 25 degrees. Here I'm doing the main bevel, starting it with 36 grit belt. It's a little rough grind, almost done, at least on one side. Yeah, here's the first side done. It's looking pretty good so far. Here I'm draw filing on the clip of the blade. It evens out all the little waves. Here it is ready to be heat treated and normalization. Actually, on my first normalization coming up right here, I was trying to videotape it on the next clip and I turned it into like a Super S blade. I didn't realize that it would bend so much. That was the first blade I really had to straighten. I straightened it a bunch on the second and third normalizations. Here's the final heat as I'm about to quench it in some Parks 50 oil. And then I had just a little bit of straightening. Trying to keep it in the oil so I don't get a flare up. Here it's looking good. I have a slight wave at the tip. So I actually made this straightening jig. This was the first time I actually had to use it. You can straighten it between like 800 and 400 degrees, I believe. This is how much the tip drops when you quench it in oil. I guess oil is a little bit slower and the timing of the blade curving back up is what it misses. This is what it looks like after 2 cycles of tempering, 2 hours each time at 350. Here's the finishing grind, first side. There's no hamon on this one because I didn't clay quench it, and this is a deep hardening steel. Here I'm just hand sanding the scale off the rest of it. And this is where I think I made the major mistake on this blade. I had read that you could just Krylon it and then when it scratches off repaint it, but it started coming off a lot. Now I know everyone wants my tutorial for a cord wrapped handle. It's definitely going to be coming. I got to figure out a good way to film it. Basically what I do is a 3-layer wrap. I do a full paracord wrap, and then I do a wrap of gutted paracord, which I'm doing right here. This is the second layer. And then I do the final layer where I do the twisting. And then I finish off the end. Basically, instead of twisting it inward like you would with a real katana wrap, I'm twisting it outward twice on each one. Definitely have to make a video for this. I decided to do this one without the Turk's head knot. A couple of my buddies that I talked to, they said they wanted to see one without it because they liked that look better. And then here's something I haven't shown before either. This is what I do with the paracord wrap, and I dip it in polyurethane and then I wipe off the excess and then let it harden. Sometimes it takes 2 days. Here comes the fun part. Let me know what you guys want to see me cut up. I don't know if anything is better. Let me know in the comments below. I always got lots of Pepsi cans and water bottles. Yeah, it's surprisingly still just as sharp as it was even after cutting through aluminum. I think I'm afraid to cut into the board, and I always cut at an upward stroke. Oh, look at that terrible edge alignment right there. It's like I'm swinging a baseball bat. Oh, that one was much better. I even let my son get into it this time. He wanted to try the sword. Actually, he's got really good edge alignment. Look at that. Here I'm trying to give him pointers and he's nailing it already. He does a double with ease. My last wakizashi was 1/4 inch. This one's 3/16, a little high five action. I think it's so much lighter and more nimble. And then I know you're not supposed to chop with these type of blades, but I really wanted to test the new 80 CRV2 steel that I've been using. Here I even stepped it up a notch. I started chopping a metal food can. I wouldn't recommend doing this to any knife that you like. It didn't damage the edge too bad, but it wasn't perfect afterward. There was a little bit of edge rolling. I think I'm going to put this blade up on eBay, maybe. I wouldn't chop cans with it. It's not good for the edge. I'll put it up really cheap as like a beater blade to someone if they want. And that's my video. Hope you keep watching. Thanks. Bye.